So here I am, and I have a box, and I'm excited because I'm going to make my invention box with this box. And hopefully you at home are going to make one for you. Now the cool thing about an invention box is you get to invent how you make it. That's pretty fun. So I am going to start with this little box, and I'm going to put it inside my bigger box, like a compartment. I'm excited about that. And over here I have a stash of cardboard. And I'm going to grab this piece, and I'm going to see if it fits. Oh, it does. It fits perfectly. And I'm going to make a divider right there. And then I'm going to put this in here. Now, I've gathered a bunch of materials from around my house. You can see I have this like whole like kind of workbench situation. We got something in the mail, and I was thinking I want to use this, and I was thinking I would use this to keep Dr. Pascha's Invention notebook in my invention box. So let's see, does it fit? Not like that. Does it fit like that? Yeah, but that's too high. I don't want that. So you know what I need to do? I need to cut off part of it. Now let's look at our ruler here. I have my ruler. And this measures 13 inches, but this measures 12. So I'm going to cut off an inch. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to hold my ruler, and I'm going to take a pen, and I'm going to move the box, so maybe you can see me do this, and I'm going to cut right along that line. So I'm going to get my scissors, and I'm going to cut along my line to see if it fits. Okay. Perfect. I love it. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to put it this way, even though it opens here, because I actually want to be able to have my invention notebook go like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reuse this. I'm going to repurpose it for the way I want it. And I'm going to cut it along this side, and then I'm going to tape it on this side. So let's move the box to the side for now. I just cut this, so this is now open. And I think maybe we should be getting potentially some closer shots of this. So I'm going to put this right there. I'm using my duct tape because I really think, and I'm going to go like that. I'm going to fold it over. Let's see, how does this work for my invention notebook? Oh, I need to cut it a little more. I didn't cut it the whole way. Does this fit like a nice little envelope for my invention notebook? Holds it like that, just nicely. Okay, so I was thinking I could put that there and my box there. And you know what? You know what you need? You need safety equipment. So in Abby Invents, Abby's teacher, when she's in the lab, she's wearing safety goggles. See your safety goggles? I have some safety goggles, and I'm going to put them on, and I'm going to show you. So now I'm wearing safety goggles, and these are great because they cover all the way around to keep me safe if I'm working with anything that could splash or dust or break off and go into my eye. They protect your eyes. They also have these nice little vents, so that helps. Okay, the other thing I'm going to put in this can and is I'm going to put in some gloves, because sometimes you need gloves for your work. See, handy glove. So I'm going to put some gloves in there, and let's see. I also feel like a cleanup rag is good. So I'm going to put all that in my box. And now, you know what? I have popsicle sticks. Popsicle sticks are a great building material. I'm going to put those in my box. Look, I have a jar with a Phillips head screwdriver. And a flat head screwdriver, also called standard. And I have this tiny, tiny little screwdriver, and it's another Phillips head. The Phillips head is crisscrossed into 4. It's actually in 4 quarters. It makes a nice little exact X or cross shape, and some screws are built like this. So I'm actually going to put that in my smaller box. Let's see, what other materials do I want to put in there? Oh my goodness, absolutely very handy tool for anyone trying to invent or prototype anything. This is a tape measure, and you can pull it out, it goes really, really far, and it can come back in. So I'm putting a tape measure in here. Ooh, I have some cloud clay. So I'm going to keep that sealed, okay? But I'm going to put that in my box. Oh my goodness. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, look, if you have, sometimes if you do takeout, you get these little containers for sauce. These can be really handy for containing and organizing small items. So I have this for some clips. I'm going to put that in my box. Okay, so I want to show you something pretty cool. I have an egg carton, and you can see that I've cut my egg carton in half. And in this side, I have some safety pins and some paper clips, toothpicks, a thread spool, some fancy paper clips. But you know what? You can use an egg carton 2 different ways. Well, you can use it many, many different ways. But if you want to use it to contain things, you can go like this, or you can go like this. And if we have it like this, it's actually a really cool container for things like crayons. So I'm going to put some crayons in this portion of my egg crate. So I don't know how I'm going to attach those to my box yet, but I know I want them in there. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Paintbrushes, some pens, a pencil. I'm going to turn that this way. I'm going to put that in there. Now see, I have this red cup. I'm going to use that. Ooh. So this is some really cool string. It's called paracord. You could have yarn, string, stuff like that. It can be very handy. For now, I'm going to put it in this red cup. I might reorganize that. We'll find out. Sometimes for starters, it's helpful just to put it in there and then you can reorganize. So this was a piece of plastic. It's a tube that I got from our recycling. I pulled it out of our recycling bin, and I thought this was a really handy container for scissors. I'm going to put that in the smaller box with the tools. What else do I have here? Oh, this is interesting. So the top of the can that I used for my safety equipment, I wonder if that could contain anything. It's not a great container for that. It's not a great container for that either. Oh, tape. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Huh. This could be an interesting container for tape, potentially. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I would work that yet. If I would duct tape that to the side or what. Huh. I'm going to keep that in mind. Let's look at some of my recycled materials. So I have all kinds of cardboard. Now what's interesting about cardboard is I could use that in my box to organize things. I already have that interior box. So for this moment, I'm going to put these aside, but I'm actually kind of tempted. Oh, it doesn't fit. I would have to remeasure it and cut it down to size. So for this moment, I'm going to put it to the side, but I'm going to keep it in mind that I have it. Oh, I have a bag. And you know what this bag has? It has really cool strings. It's like they're brown paper twisty strings. Now the bag could definitely be useful in and of itself. So I like the bag, but I actually really like the ties. And this is ripped right here. So I'm actually going to use my scissors. And I'm going to cut out these ties. because those could be used for sure as a material for prototyping. Oh yeah, like wow. Those are cool. Like I could bind stuff, like tie it out. Yep, that's a cool material. All right, I'm gonna do that with this side too. I'm gonna cut it out. Wow, this is so interesting. It's put in with some really heavy, thick brown paper tape, it looks like. So I might keep that one attached because that seems like a really cool handle for some, well, obviously it was a handle for a bag, but I might be able to repurpose it differently. So I feel like these go with my paracord because they're a similar type of material. So I'm putting those strings with my paracord. Okay, what else do I have? Ooh, I have some clothespins. Clothespins can be really handy clipping things together. So if I were setting something up and I just needed it to hold for a minute, I could use the clothespin to hold it maybe while I glue it or I tape some stuff down or whatever. But clothespins can be a very handy tool. I'm actually going to put them, I'm going to clip them to where I have my popsicle sticks just to keep them together. This clothespin is the one that wants to get away. It's trying to get away. So also in my invention box, I want to add things to attach. So I want to add glue and a stapler. So I'm going to put my stapler down like that in this box divider, and I'm going to put my glue right in there. Let's see. I already have scissors in there. Oh, got out a ruler. I'm going to put the ruler in with the tools because, actually, you know what? I'm going to put the ruler sideways like that for now. No, that makes it really hard to get. All right, for now I'm going to put it like that.
Great.
Okay, so also envelopes can be very handy tools for inside a box because you can tape them to the side and tuck things in there. So for instance, I could put my calculator right in there, and then I always have a place where I know my calculator could be. And I could even label it, and I could write calculator, and I could tape it up there. So if I were to do that real quick, I write the word calculator on here. I'm going to take this out to write calculator. Okay, and then I could tape it up. Now, this is definitely going in my toolbox. This is the best tool. I'm telling you, this stuff is so handy. This stuff is called duct tape. And duct tape is, oh my goodness, it is such a handy material. I love it so much because you can use it to fix so many things. Okay, and hold things together. It's very, very strong. And it's quite sticky, so I'm going to just put that right there. I have duct taped my envelope for my calculator, and now I'm putting my calculator in. So I have so many good things in here. I've got the stapler, I've got the cloud clay, I've got string things, I've got the paper string, I've got paracord. You know what? I actually have this from making our inventor notebooks the other day. So I'm going to add this. I'm going to put this in with my strings. I've got some screwdrivers and scissors and glue and a tape measure and a ruler. I've got my safety equipment, my goggles and my gloves. I've got pencils and pens and paintbrushes. I've got popsicle sticks and clothespins. I've got these. I've got my safety pins and my paper clips and a spool and some toothpicks. I'm going to put that in with my cloud clay because that would be very handy with clay. Speaking of which, I happen to have the cloud clay in the house, but you may not have clay already out hanging around in your house. And there's a really easy thing you can do. Any of us can do. We can make some Play-Doh at home. You could just use some flour and some salt and some oil. If you have cream of tartar, that's really great. So what we're going to do tomorrow, check in with me and we'll make some homemade Play-Doh. And that way you can add homemade Play-Doh to your materials box for building prototypes. So you can take the ideas of your imagination from solving your problems and you can create them in 3D using your Play-Doh and maybe popsicle sticks or toothpicks. Okay, so here is just a review of our box. We have our protected Invention logbook, and we have tools, and we have building materials, we have writing implements and safety equipment, and my trusty calculator, and you must add duct tape. Duct tape is an essential, so I'm putting it right here with my tools. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, have fun creating your invention box. See what materials you can gather. And you can use cups. You can use paper cups like this. You can use recycled materials. Like this is just a recycled jar from salsa or jam. And these are just boxes that came in the mail. So, and envelopes and tape. So you can use materials at home. Egg crates, have fun, design it yourself. It would be really cool if you make it and take a picture and send it in. That would be amazing to see your different invention boxes. In the meantime, happy inventing. I believe in you, young inventors. See you tomorrow.